So first we must have an idea about the total number of postgraduate seats. Postgraduate Homeopathy Medical Colleges for 2020 or 21 admission, that is around 51. The number may change according to the permission of the National Commission for Homeopathy. So around 50 postgraduate homeopathic colleges are there in India. And the total seats, that's around 1,200 only. Total postgraduate seats per year, that's around 1,200 only. Remember, the entire nation is competing for this 1,200 seats.
So before entering to the sternal angle, we will learn the sternum. Sternum is the anterior midline bone of the thoracic cavity that got three parts: manubrium, body, and the xiphoid process. And this is a flat bone, and this is a preferred for bone sternal puncture. So sternal puncture can be done in order to collect the bone marrow sample, or even during the bone marrow transplantation. So that also is a clinical importance or significance of the sternum. So here, this part is the manubrium.
This nigra, you know all that, it is black screw is the common name. It's a long-acting drug, okay? So generally, characteristic symptoms again in the stomach, the area of action is in the stomach only, and it is also having an action on the heart. Most of the symptoms associated with the gastric symptoms. Abyss nigra, generally aged people, it is indicated for aged people with the functional heart symptoms. Also, complaints after tea or tobacco. It's generally a dyspeptic drug, okay? So after tea or tobacco, the complaints are starting. Pain in external meatus, this is a symptom. And pain in the stomach always comes on after eating. After eating, we have so many remedies like Nux mosciata, Nuxomica, we have Calibike, all these remedies.
So Baroof is our focus point. Most of the translators, what they did to this Baroof, how they translated it. So you might have, if you are a person who have already listened last year, you'll be knowing we have listed and given the points. Sometimes they will ask recent AAPGT, last 5 AAPGT. If you see no question related to this, so that's the one thing which can see 5 AAPGT question paper if you take, and 5 question papers are also not asking this question, which is a standard question based on the previous question papers, then you have to expect that question in this year. So if this year also it is not coming, expect in the UPSC exam. If that UPSC it is not coming, expect in your PSC exam. It's not that you can neglect one question. Once it is asked from a organon subject, it is added to the organon question bank of the all competitive exams of homeopathy. So Baroof was one of the standard question, the translations given by different authors. So we'll go to that.
Spina bifida can be classified into two types. The number one type is the spina bifida occulta. That is the first slide. The spina bifida can be classified into spina bifida occulta, and the next two together is termed as spina bifida cystica. So the two classification is spina bifida occulta and spina bifida cystica. The spina bifida cystica means cystic openings, cystic swellings in the back of the baby. We can see cystic swellings in the back of the baby who is having spina bifida cystica. And this spina bifida cystica can again be divided into two conditions, that is meningocele and meningomyelocele.
Second one is vitamin D, that is rickets and osteomalacia. Rickets we know is commonly seen in children. So rickets in children, osteomalacia in adult. So the chance of question is very rare because in India the sun exposure is more. So vitamin D can be synthesized by the help of sun exposure, means sun. That is why it is not a deficiency disorder, common deficiency disorder in India. That is why the chance of question is very, very less.
Now again we are coming to the layers of the uterine wall. I have already discussed it. It has 3 distinct layers, basically endometrium, myometrium and the perimetrium. Okay. Now coming to the endometrium, this is somewhat very, very important. When you zoom the endometrium, again we can see 3 layers in the endometrium itself, which include the stratum compactum, stratum spongiosum, and on the base there is a stratum basalis. And the most important thing is that the upper 2 layers, that is the stratum compactum and the spongiosum, both were together known as stratum functionalis.
Classification of repertories is based on a philosophical concept and which have no philosophy. So having no distinctive philosophy and having a definite philosophical concept. Under the philosophical concept, we have these repertories have a distinct principles of their own, and it is named, remember the name, it has a based on a logic, that is a logical utilitarian proof.